So hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah of Horror, and on my channel I review movies, TV shows and other things I find interesting. So if that's your cup of tea, then just hit that subscribe button real fast. But yes, let's get down to what today's episode is all about. I mean, you might think I'm going to talk about, it or something because I am dressed as Pennywise, but that's not the case. The reason I look like this is because we are currently filming our Halloween episodes for my Magic the Gathering channel over at Pay the One MTG on YouTube. So if you're a Magic the Gathering fan, or if you just like to see me dress up as Pennywise and play some cards, then head on over to Pay the One MTG and you will watch me dress up as Pennywise playing some cards and see if I win or lose. But yeah, that is exactly what I've been doing all day, recording those gameplays. So that is why I look like this. And I thought that I will do this video talking about the movies I want to talk about while getting rid of this makeup. Yeah, so it's a reverse get ready with me, like not get ready with me, or I got ready and then I got home and then I'm taking off the makeup. So yeah, whatever you call it, we're doing that today. So yeah, before I take off my makeup, I'm gonna tell you what I am going to talk about. So today I will be reviewing both Beetlejuice movies. Yes, so we have a fun episode to look forward to today. But yes, let's start with the technicals for the first Beetlejuice. We have Beetlejuice. It came out in 1988, directed by Tim Burton. And it's starring Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara, Gina Davis, Alec Baldwin, among a lot of people. So in Beetlejuice, we have this couple, the Maitlands, played by Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin, and Barbara and Adam. And they were just being on vacation by themselves. They wanted, being at their home, they are renovating their home, they want to keep on doing that. Then they have to get into town to buy some supplies to renovate their home. They do that, but unfortunately they have an accident on the way home, and they get back home, but they realize that they are probably dead. So now they have to handle being dead and also handling living people. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go grab this so I can take off all this makeup. But I mean, Beetlejuice has been one of my favorite movies since childhood. And also I remember, and also my mom has been telling me this, that every day when I was a small kid, like 7 years old, 6 years old, before I went to school, every morning, I always put on one specific scene from Beetlejuice. It's the Deo dancing, singing scene, the dinner scene from Beetlejuice. Yes, so that is what I watched every day as a kid before going to school. When I saw that, I was ready. I'm like, now I can go to school and deal with the world's problems. Any problems that a 7-year-old can face, Yeah, so I have really fond memories of Beetlejuice. So the first thing that I'm thinking about, when I'm watching Beetlejuice or hearing Beetlejuice is, of course, Danny Elfman's music. We just start with this fantastic kind of music, and we are also seeing like a miniature version of the whole town leading up to a house, and then the little spider comes up, which Adam catches and releases. So we're kind of introduced to the Maitlands, to Barbara and Adam in that way, which is really cute, and I really like their relationship. You can tell that they really like each other, and true love right there. So couples goals for sure. Yeah. Then we also get to know other characters like Jane. She's like a real estate agent or someone who's trying to sell their house to someone with a big family, and she's kind of annoying. And I don't know if we can all relate to that, but I found her super annoying. And then when the Maitlands die, then this other family kind of moves in and consists of Winona Ryder. She plays the young teenager who is very emo, very sad, depressed. And then we have her stepmom, played by Catherine O'Hara. And those two, I really kind of like the chemistry they have together. It's very funny and weird chemistry, because I mean, even though you can tell they are getting on each other's nerves, but you can still kind of tell that they do like each other. They have some warm feelings for each other. I think Winona Ryder was just being, kind of sad and moody teenager, and yeah, she'll kind of grow up to like Delia eventually. But then the Maitlands, they do want to get rid of this new family. They don't know how to deal with it. So unfortunately, they kind of get in touch with this creepy guy called Beetlejuice, played by Michael Keaton. And I mean, Beetlejuice is just such a energetic, fast talking, really kind of persuasive kind of guy with lots of jokes and creepiness up his sleeve. Like, just the first meeting, when he meets Barbara and Adam, like, you could tell that they kind of thought everything was a mistake. But also just a fantastic performance by Michael Keaton. Like, wow. Just being that energetic, it's kind of exhausting. So I can just imagine, like, if he had to do retakes and just keeping up with that energy. So I applaud him for that. Like, amazing job. Okay, I'm kind of getting there. Yeah, with the makeup, I mean. But yeah, and also just the different kind of characters, because we kind of get to see what is going on the other side, like when you die, where you end up. And then we meet like a lot of fun characters who have died in different various ways. We kind of get to know those characters, and just the looks and the special effects, the SFX in this film are fantastic for its time, and still fantastic. Like, I love all of those, the animation and the practical things during that era. I'm really fond of that. Even if it sometimes looks a bit cheesy, I love that. So yeah, I was really a fan of getting to know the other side, and there was a lot of fun like stories from that, in my opinion. And also we kind of get to know, Beetlejuice a lot, and just in a few lines, few words, we get what kind of a person he is. And even though he is, kind of an evil, malicious kind of man, there are some situations which we can kind of sympathize and relate to him. So I think that is quite important. That is, adding another layer to his character. And yeah, there is like something to him which we can identify with, or I could at least. But as the story kind of progresses and things escalate, we kind of see why Beetlejuice is where he is, basically, and why he's like Beetlejuice. Yeah. But I have to say, like, everyone involved, like almost every actor and character, they played their roles really well. So I'm like, hats off to that, and just the fantastic world that Tim Burton has built up, and just a screenplay. And yeah, as I said, I have just fond memories of watching this when I was a kid, so it will always be like nostalgic to me. And I've seen this movie like so many times. Like, I can't even stress like how many times I've seen this film. Actually, I can't even count it. It's wow. And I just rewatched it like a couple of days ago, just to have a fresh perspective. But yeah, I just really like this film a lot, as you can tell. Yeah, I do also like the climax. I like the vibrant color, the cinematography, really fantastic. As I said, just the stories of, like, the background stories of a lot of the characters in the film. Even though not everything is explained, you kind of get the sense that you can put the pieces of the puzzle together yourself and come up with the story for these characters, which is kind of fun in a way. Yeah. And then, of course, we have the fantastic set pieces. We have the sandworms. We have that whole section. Like, there are so many different worlds that is explored in Beetlejuice. And yeah, I just never wanted it to end. Like the music, like the Talemi Banana song, that was just fantastic. As I said, when I was a kid, that was definitely my favorite scene, and I watched it every morning to prepare me for life. So yeah, that was my happy place. Like, horror movies has always been my happy place, it seems. But yeah, so Beetlejuice. What will it get from me? I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Yeah, so a 10 out of 10 for Beetlejuice. I mean, not unexpected. I just love that movie so much. But you know what? Let's move on to Beetlejuice. Yes! So, Beetlejuice. It's from 2024, of course, directed by Tim Burton. And it's starring Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara, Jenna Ortega, Justin Theroux, and Monica Bellucci. On this one, we have Winona Ryder. She is like a famous kind of psychic that are on ghost shows. She has her own ghost show. She helps people with their hauntings, ghosts, and she doesn't have a really good relationship with her daughter, who's played by Jenna Ortega. But one situation leads to another, and Jenna Ortega suddenly goes to the underworld, and she needs her mother's help. And the only help her mother can think of is to bring in Beetlejuice. Once more. Yes. So yeah, when they announced that they were making a Beetlejuice 2, I mean, this was like several years ago. So we all, or at least I, have been waiting for a Beetlejuice sequel for many, many years. So when it finally arrived, I wasn't surprised. I was super happy because I had been waiting for such a long time. And it's also, with the original actors, plus Jenna Ortega. And we know Jenna Ortega, she's an icon. She's a horror movie scream queen icon. So to me, I was just happy. And of course, she was the obvious choice to play Astrid, to play Winona Ryder's daughter. I mean, in my opinion, there was no one else really. And I have to say that when this movie started, we do get that same kind of theme song, that music, and we get to overlook over the town. Then it pans over to Winona Ryder, and I thought that was such a cozy, a really clever way to start the film. And it kind of connects with the first film in a way. So already there, I was very pleasantly surprised. And also, I thought that, Jenna Ortega, she did an amazing job as Astrid. The chemistry between her and Winona Ryder, and also Catherine O'Hara, all just three of them work so well. I have to say that even the chemistry between Winona Ryder and Catherine O'Hara works even better in this one, because they are grown up, they have matured, they were even talking about the relationship between them in the original Beetlejuice movie. And I kind of like that. They have a kind of new perspective on it. So yeah, they could bond, and they do have a relationship now. So I do like that touch. That was a good touch. And also, of course, we get to go down into the underworld once again. We get to meet new characters, new horrible stories, tragic stories. And of course, we get to meet Beetlejuice again. And Michael Keaton does a fantastic job still as Beetlejuice. Like, he hasn't changed one bit. And that is quite fun, actually. But now we get another piece of his puzzle, which also ties in to the first Beetlejuice. And also get introduced to this new character played by Monica Bellucci. Her character's named Dolores. And, you know, honestly, when we first get to meet her, that scene with the Bee Gees music song Tragedy, that is an amazing scene. I just love that scene. She's picking herself up together. But the one criticism I have for this film is that they could have utilized her character even more. Like sometimes I kind of forgot about her. She was, you know, in the background somewhere. And then I was like reminded, I was like, oh yeah, yeah, she exists. So, and also the climax with her character, I wish that they had been put a little bit more effort into that. It just felt that had they not done that with her, it would still have been kind of the same film, but I was still kind of intrigued by her character because we got a lot of fun details from her character. We got a whole backstory in Italian, which was a kind of nice touch to the old Italian Gothic movies. And we also got like Mario Bava references, which was quite nice. So I just wish that they had utilized her character like to her full potential, because she seemed kind of forgotten in the film as the film kind of progressed, unfortunately. But yeah, I have to say, despite that, I enjoyed the film. It was your typical kind of Beetlejuice styled humor with a lot of fun effects and fun story, just quirky characters that I really, really liked. Of course, really good music choices in this one as well. So, and fun like dance routine and things like that. So, I mean, they kind of tie together a lot of things from this one to the first one. So, I was just super happy watching it. And of course, Winona Ryder, amazing. Like all the actors were just amazing this one, but Winona Ryder especially. There's just something about her, and also like her voice is just so good for this character. It just fits her character so well, and just like how she's dressed, how she looks, and just the set locations, the cinematography, everything in this film was really well made. So the technical stuff, can't complain about anything, because I just really liked it. And honestly, for a, you know, sequel, there's always like, so what's, especially a sequel that comes out like a lot, many years after the first one, like 36 years after the first one, you have to really be like, so what will this be about? Like, what can a 36-year-old sequel be about? And I think that they kind of went into the right direction, in my opinion. So yeah, I was just really happy watching this. I was sitting there in my cinema, in my little private chair, with some popcorn, some snacks, a little. They had a Beetlejuice drink at the cinema I was in, which was really good. And yeah, I had a really good time, and I was happy with the film. So yeah, don't have a lot to complain about, except that little Monica Bellucci character piece. But as I said, I would have loved to see more from her character, more of her character being utilized more, because I found her character really interesting. Ugh. It's been in a bun all day. Oh, look what is going on. You. Oh, okay, look at this. Okay. Okay, so this is my hair currently. It's a mess, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, I've been filming all day, been doing things. But yeah, Beetlejuice is a fun film. Definitely a really worthy sequel. So in my opinion, it was worth the wait. But yeah, let's move on to what I will give Beetlejuice. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, so an 8 out of 10 for Beetlejuice. I mean, not quite as good as the first one, but still a really fun and worthy sequel, in my opinion. So yeah, now I am almost done. Okay, I mean, it's crazy hair, I know. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching this episode, and let me know your own thoughts about Beetlejuice, the first one, and a sequel in the comments below. And of course, you can comment a little ghost emoji for Beetlejuice in the comments below for the algorithm. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and don't forget I have a Patreon. It's linked in the description box below. Go over to my magic channel, subscribe to that to see some fun things if you like magic. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will have another fun episode for you next Sunday. So see you then.